Microsoft just released a new version of DirectX 12 Direct Storage API, which should allow for faster load times on a standard hard drives. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I would like to talk about Direct Storage API, an API that allows for faster load times in games, in other programs as well, and faster file transfers. You can transfer multiple files or access multiple files at the same time. That's what direct storage is all about. It's not serialized as on the mechanical hard drives. It's well, you get instant access to data and that kind of stuff, reduces latency and speeds as well. But this particular update, update 1.2, so a new version of the direct storage API, will benefit the mechanical drives, so the standard hard drives owners big time, because back in the days you couldn't really use that particular code much with a hard drive, because hard drives require buffering, and direct storage API was not working well with mechanical hard drives because direct storage did not support buffering, and you need buffering on the mechanical drives because it reduces the latency and the seek time and that kind of stuff. So let's check the official blog post which actually talks about it. So direct storage currently opens files in unbuffered mode. We're talking about version 1.1 and 1.0. This allows us to avoid unnecessary copies, getting the data onto the GPU as quickly as possible. Makes sense with SSD, doesn't really make much sense with a mechanical hard drive. However, we heard from some developers that they would like to be able to use the same code both on high-speed SSDs as well as legacy hard drives. The legacy hard drives require buffered I/O in order to mask the long seek times. For this reason, we added the ability to configure direct storage to open files in buffered mode. So that should help everyone that actually uses still have and uses mechanical drive for gaming, I guess. And I know that more and more PCs and laptops uses SSDs these days, but that's still not a standard. Like, it's becoming a standard slowly but surely, but I guess we're not there yet. So it looks like developers are still requiring that. I mean, if that helps, that's great. Obviously, this particular change is beneficial only for mechanical drives. So, for example, when it comes to Xbox Series consoles, that doesn't really help much, because that's not really an optimization anyone would look forward to on consoles. I mean, these consoles uses NVMe SSDs. Although I wonder if that could help with some of the older titles that you can store on USBs and stuff. I wonder, because like you can connect an external SSD with a USB cable, but that's still SSD. But with mechanical drive, that could cause some issues. Well, we will see how that goes. But I think that this particular update is mainly for PC gamers, for PC users, really. That will benefit PC users for the most part. But there's also some other optimization there, and there's a new get compression support API built in, which allows for, I guess, better optimization of texture decompression, right? Because basically, well, that's probably mainly for PC too, but sometimes you have to use CPU because some, some compression formats are not supported by GPU. So I guess it's not only for PC, because there's different compression techniques and technologies. So a lot of these compression techniques can be decompressed on the GPU or GPU block on the console, but some of them cannot be used for that because, I mean, I guess the GPU block is actually for texture decompression for the most part, but there's other data compressed on the SSD. So there's, game data, code, so scripts, for example, there's music, there's, some, I guess there may be some CGIs and stuff, not only textures for the games. So there may be different kind of techniques used, right? And because, especially with the next gen games, I guess like there will be some split when it comes to especially graphics compression. I know that there's a lot of general purpose kind of compression technologies, but there's also like GPU or texture focused also technologies, compression technologies as well. So I think that this optimization is going to be good for, I guess, figuring out, like from developer or from code perspective, which one is which and which data should be pointed to the GPU or the GPU decompression block, and which what data should go to CPU for the compression, right? Because so I think that particular optimization is actually for that purpose, right? To basically to kind of split these different compression techniques and then obviously throw them at either CPU or GPU whenever whichever is needed for that particular compression technology, I guess, right? I think that's the easiest way I can put it, really. So I mean, listen, it's good to see that Microsoft is kind of working with that, and the fact that obviously they are reacting to developers' feedback means that developers are interested in supporting direct storage API, and B, Microsoft is reacting to that, so there will be hopefully higher adoption rate in the future, right? So even though like with that force buffered IO for mechanical drives, I think that it's one of these optimizations that will not really stick for long, because I think in next couple of years we'll just see all these mechanical drives to go away, especially for gaming, because more and more games will just flat require SSD, right? I mean, some of these games will be so demanding when it comes to data streaming that mechanical drives won't be able to cope with that, unless you are interested in basically stuttering mess of a game, really. But I don't think that's what it's all about, right? So anyway, guys, so that's the news. I hope you enjoyed it. It's good to see, like I said, that Microsoft is working on improving these different tools, and so that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.